As a junior officer in the Navy, we would monitor the closest point of approach of ships in the area by tracking their positions on our radar screen. In sailboat racing, however, you rarely have the luxury of tracking an approaching contact in such a disciplined manner. Think trees. Here's a series of images from the start of the Caribbean 600 where the Pogo 12.5 Hermes on a port tack encountered two starboard tackers. Hermes managed to thread the needle and make it through rather than having to tack. How did she know she would make it? Notice the tactician, the guy in the white hat. He has a clear view of the starboard tack traffic and has had time to judge the relative positions of the other boats. When racing inshore, the best way to figure out a crossing situation is to watch what happens visually to the shoreline in relationship to the other boat's headstays. If the other boat is moving forward against the shoreline, she's crossing you. If the other boat's headstay is moving backwards on the shoreline, you're crossing. If the shoreline isn't moving at all, and you're the port tacker, it's time to change course, either tack or ease the sheets and duck. This watching the shoreline is commonly referred to as making trees, because you're either making them or losing them. And when there's no shoreline behind the other boats, you can use a hand-bearing compass. If you're on a port tack and the bearing numbers on the boat are increasing, you're crossing. If the bearing readings are getting smaller, you're falling behind. If you don't have a hand-bearing compass, sight across something fixed on your own boat to judge the relative movement of the competitor. You can use the leech of the jib, the traveler track, or anything fixed on your boat. But remember, if your boat changes course, you'll have to start again by checking the bearing against that part of the boat. If you're only gaining trees slowly, chances are you won't be making a clean cross. In that case, make sure the folks in the rail are ready to tack or duck. Remember, a collision at sea can ruin your whole day. UK Sailmakers. Sail with confidence.